Welcome, everyone, to Chestnut Hill, home of the Boston College Eagles, where fans are filing into Alumni Stadium. They'll look between the field hockey lines, perhaps underneath the Musco lighting that's been imported in, and hope that there will be a party in the moons. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, a crew looking to make a statement, taking on a team from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Boston College's offense will get the first possession of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Feeling some heat. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
He gets a block. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality, let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Got some room, headed to the goal line.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He wants to throw. On target over the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Golden Eagles come to the line in the hurry-up.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And if you turned on the tape last week, you're getting more of the same in the first quarter. This defense last week harassing the QB with 6 sacks, now getting out the gates in the first quarter and getting their first one.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. On second down, just keeps firing. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Afterburner's coming. Oh, the quick spin move. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness.
How many ways can I give to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, go in full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. With jet sweep pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays.
Number 11, set to kick this one.
And he's going to bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll start this drive with a pass. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Handoff to the lone back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
A loss of 4 yards on the play. Coming up, 4th down. Number 17, on to kick it away.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Slips through the line. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it, open.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, 1st down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Gibbs. A little screen to the running back. Oh, look out, there he goes! And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him.
And it's in for a touchdown. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Army overcame a tough opponent, but not only that, a raucous crowd. The Black Knights tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Quarterback on the keeper. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. On the run, it's Burr. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. They'll throw it on 1st down. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
This time he's got his man. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Gets it out fast. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Boston College now operates from the red zone.
First down for the offense.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. It's complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, he's looking downfield. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Looking to throw for it. They're trying to get to it. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah. He's off to the races. At the 30. He's at the 10. No one's going to get him. Touchdown.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats. You say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Boston College ready to kick things off and start the second half. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Looking for a productive play on first down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Crosses the 30. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank.
Off he goes at the 20. Lean for the wire. Touchdown. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Coleman.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. The give to the back. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that pass picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy from us.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quick pass on the jet motion. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
Headed to the end zone. Into the end zone for a touchdown. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. North Texas is running away with this one behind an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 25 over Wyoming. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the side.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Boston College!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
Splits those uprights right in half. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Fielded in the end zone. It's Marshall. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's past the 30. Nothing but green ahead. Inside the 30. The 10. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bird. Smashes through. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. He's looking to throw it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Yeah, and this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the fourth quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
So they'll try to get it going in the right direction this time. 2nd and long from the 19. He's looking to throw. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here lately.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. 1st down here for the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Past the 25. And it's a touchdown. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Dialing up a second down pass play. He's right on target. They knock him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain, and it's a first down for Boston College. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab. Gets away from one, finds room. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
BC back to work after picking up the first down.
3-25.
Back to the air one more time. Catch in the middle, it's Burr. Makes the catch and knocked down. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Coming after it. Fires to the middle. He caught it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
This is why quarterbacks always take care of their offensive line. This is why they feed them in the offseason, invite them to the house, buy them gifts, take care of the big boys, because they take care of you, and those numbers start to pile up.
You know, and that's real demoralizing for the defense, too, because the coverage on that play wasn't terrible. He just threw it in a place where only his guy could make the catch. There's nothing you could have done defensively to prevent that effort. Now, all of a sudden, the offense, man, they are knocking on the door.
The give. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party gift. A late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Just steamrolling his way through. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Makes him talk to the hand.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and then limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. They want that clock to run. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, Dave. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and trying to ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen.
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. Started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Fresno State is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Line getting set on second down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. He wants to throw. Looking left. Got him downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's now third and goal.
There is a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.